Hello everybody, it's VerticalSandwich. Welcome to the long side quest or errand collectible video. So in the Souvenir Shop in the carnival, there actually is an arcade section right over here. Boom, Grottos and Gremlins card. Easy peasy, I say. And there is a rubber band at the end of the stock.
I can use that.
All right. And on the beach, at the end of the big, east of the big dock, there's this set of rocks and a dog. The rocks actually have stairs behind them.
Why'd anyone throw this away?
There we go. Number 33. 33. So this is Final Cut,
If you're piss off your parents, you've come to the right place.
the punk industrial store-ish place
Got it.
in New Coventry or whatever. And there's a G&G card right next to the changing room. We buy a lot of stuff in here.
Hey kiddo, wanna help me out here? My old lady is cheating on me.
So here we go. Pictures of cheating old lady.
Big half when I divorce her?
This, seriously, by the way, is the ridiculously longest section of just errands. Of just me doing crappy errands. I do like 5 or 6 errands in this entire video, but there's an entire run right here where it's just... This is the garbagey section I warned you about. This video is 17 minutes long because of these errands. So this one's not so bad. I mean, this is just take a photo. Even though it takes me 3 tries to take this photo. So there we go. Woohoo! I have evidence that that guy's wife is cheating on him, even though he already knew it. Which, by the way, who pays a teenage, like a punk teenager, to spy? Like, seriously, it's private detective.
With a visit.
I'm reading up on ways to legally visit. Get out of here.
Here you go.
Thanks, kid. You're all right.
There you go, sir. Here's evidence of infidelity.
You on field trip, kid?
Can you help me, please? Just like for a
I need to go back to the motel, but I don't want to go alone. Would you please walk me
I need to go back to the motel. Come to my motel with
I
me.
hear everyone is
So, anyway, time to escort Christy.
School elections are always rigged with
And-
money changing hands.
Christy's dialogue.
What if I start a rumor about me being a princess? I swear she got a nose job, and she's like only 12. It's totally not cool.
What is this? I pay for coffee and not a penny more.
So big now.
Who cares? We're gonna end up dead anyway. So anyway.
Such great one-liners just flying around. Who cares? Just gonna end up dead anyway.
You're in the wrong part of town.
You better get out of here before you get hurt.
Are you dancing?
That's that guy gets for messing with my lady. My favorite sprite in the game.
How goes it? How's it hanging? How goes it? How's it hanging?
How goes it? How's it hanging? How goes it? How's it hanging? How goes it? How's it hanging?
Did you hear there's fresh blood on the floor of the hole?
Really? Fresh blood? Thank you, Christy. Oh, man.
I keep my mouth shut when I have nothing to say.
See, it's seriously like... I like how I have Jimmy dressed as the kind of person you'd want as an enforcer walking through a bad neighborhood. I mean, assuming you were a tall, lanky girl. I don't know. Seriously, I don't know.
Haven't you been making out with that nerd? You ever given someone an upside down atomic wedgie and then swirling them?
Did you hear there's fresh blood on the floor of the hole?
Yeah, I already commented on that, Christy. But thank you.
Thanks for doing that.
Nearby. Starting a tagging
All right.
campaign, and I want you to help me. You in? I'm game.
So, then I almost instantaneously, again, on just the main street there, ran into a tag 3 spots mission. Which is super easy. I mean, just find 3 spots, tag them. Most of the cops around here were just, like, flipping out about, locals. This is actually, and this area right here was like the perfect area because there's these 2 right here. And if you can get away with these, there's one in the side alley right next to it, so. Although all of these missions combined are better than the hit people with water balloons mission from the last video.
Sheer poetry.
Exactly. And then I went back into the final cut and bought more clothing. Then here we go. Another escort mission.
Hey,
The building I live in just got condemned.
And so we have to escort this lady back to the tenements, which is quite a walk. And then we get to the tenements, and there's a mission there to kill rats. It's ridiculous. It's so ridiculous. I mean, we cleaned up this whole area, and I guess we've been doing missions kind of all over in areas we've had more exposure to. But this is just kind of nuts. What I haven't gotten is a car smashing mission. There's, I think, at least 2 car smashing missions where you just go, like, smash up parked cars. So, yeah, none of that. Alright. So, onward, walking, onward, walking. Man, that dog sound effect is so good.
Mike, Timmy couldn't be responsible for all this. Or is his name Tommy? No, Jimmy, no. I think it's Jamie.
So, yep, dog barking. It's an omnipresent dog bark, too. No matter how far you walk, you never get further away from it. That dog is the craziest dog thing ever.
My friend Irene over
Without a doubt.
just told me they arrested our paper boy.
Hello. Welcome back. Well, wait, you didn't go anywhere. I did. So, anyway, so this is... Seriously, this is what happens. My brother. By the way, my brother's 53 years old. Comes storming into my house. I'm recording a post-commentary video. I got a headset on. I'm just recording audio. Normally, none of this stuff is a problem. Like, comes in, and he, like, yells, "Are you awake?" And so I have to, like, I mute the mic, and I pause the playback of the video, and I'm like, "I'm recording. Leave me alone." Like, I'm recording. And he's like, "Oh, I'm sorry. We should have a sign up saying you're recording or something." I'm like, that's not the way it works. I'm not hooking up, like, a red light saying I'm recording. So then I'm like, he's apologetic. I'm like, "Don't worry about it. I heard your car pull up." Like, I had my finger on the mute button because I know how you are. And he's, like, really apologetic. I'm like, "Listen, you know, take care. I love you. Goodbye. Get out of here." He just had to give me a message. So then he leaves, right? And I started recording again. I left off at this at like 9 minutes or 8 minutes and 20 seconds. At 12 minutes, so 4 minutes after I sat back down and started recording, which is right after he left, the phone rings. So I pause the recording again and walk out there, and it's him! It's him calling! Like, his response. Like, it didn't occur to him. Like, oh, like, he is actually still recording. He's got to clean up that mess I caused by storming into his house. Don't get me wrong. I understand that 99.95% of people probably don't understand what it is to kind of control an environment, at least moderately control an environment. Don't get me wrong. If somebody pulls into my driveway and honks their horn while I'm doing live play, I'll usually make a note and go back and try to edit that out. But, I mean, clearly you can hear my movements. On this game particularly, I've noticed that you can hear me matching the X button. So, oh, by the way, we're killing rats in the tenements. So, anyway, like, I don't make a huge effort to, like, I haven't put up, like, egg cartons on the walls or, like, soundproof the whole room or anything, and, like, bought a really high-quality microphone. But, like, it was just funny. It was so funny that his response to catching me recording and me being like, hey, you know, by the way, I'm recording, like, blah, blah, now I'll just have to clean this up and start over, was to leave the house and on his way home call me and make my phone ring. My phone is off the hook, by the way, right now. Which I know for a lot of you is like a foreign concept because you have cell phones, you can just turn them off. But, like, I don't have a cell phone, I have a landline. If I don't want anybody to be able to call me, I have to leave it off the hook. Now, for some reason, the ringer volume thing, even if I turn it all the way to off, sometimes it doesn't seem to, not to mention I have, like, 4 phones in the house. I have, like, a solid landline, like a wired-in landline, with, like, a handheld earpiece thing that you know, has the rolling cord all the way to the main base, and that's my one with, like, all the caller ID and all the stuff on it. And then I have, like, a couple, you know, portable phones. Just, you know, on phone jacks around the house. Because my house seriously has a very kind of testament to the 60s kind of vibe to it that way, where, like, I have some typewriters laying around and stuff. I mean, it's some working typewriters, very nice typewriters that I've used before. Because I'm kind of in love with stuff like that. And to tell you the honest truth, maybe I've never talked about this. So anyways, that's the tenements thing. And right out here, I think our next clip is, so this is the alleyway where you go to get Algie and he's like flirting with Lola. And there's a G&G cart up on these dumpsters. And then there's also one directly across the street.
This might be useful.
But here's my thing about cell phones. So, like, I grew up at a time without the internet and cell phones. I mean, like, a good portion of my life, my early life, was spent without those things. And I think the internet's great. Don't get me wrong. I use it all the time. I love it. I have a YouTube channel. Things like that.
How's it going?
My issue is with cell phones. Like, I have a huge issue with cell phones. And my issue with cell phones is this, is that everybody pretends it's convenient. But for somebody like me, and maybe this is just an age, for somebody like me, it's decidedly inconvenient to have the ability to take a phone call with me at all times.
Look at that.
Like, that really, it really strikes me as you making every effort to kind of carry around a really heavy weight with you or something. It's like a ball and chain to me.
I need you to get this package.
So we just have to run a package into Blue Sky Industrial Park. So, yeah, I mean, that's just my feeling about it, is, you know, I've been on jobs where I didn't have cell phones, and, like, I had bosses who got really mad because it was very easy to communicate via text message and stuff like that. And they would get very angry at the fact that I didn't have a cell phone. They were just like, you know, you should blah, 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 blah. It's just like, no, that's not, seriously. I have an answering machine. You can leave me a message. I have caller ID. I can see what number you call for. I screen every single call. So, I mean, that's just how I feel about it. That's why when I tell people, like, I don't own a cell phone, it's not like I can't afford a cell phone, or I don't know how to use cell phones, or I'm not comfortable with cell phones. The issue is that I don't want the inconvenience of a cell phone. And what people often ask me is, you know, what do you do in emergencies? And the answer is, well, when my car recently
Here you go.
Thanks, big guy.
what I did was I parked it, and I walked to the nearest place that I could buy antifreeze, and a pipe or funnel, and I walked back. That's what I did, because, you know, That's what we used to do in the olden days. So anyway, so here's a warehouse, and this warehouse is really important. There's actually going to be a side mission in this warehouse later, but for now we can just run in here. And there's a bunch of stuff in here, and you can kick it, and you can smash it, and you can break it, whatever. But that's not what's really cool about it, because we'll be doing all that in the mission later. What's really cool about it is all those tombstones from Halloween are over in a corner in this warehouse. So we can just go over there and smash them all now and get the bonus for it. And the bonus for it is super creepy. It's scary. So here they are. And it counts them. It counts them like we did some sort of achievement. They're all lined up, and it's like, oh, you almost, like, wow, you got 9 of them, 10 more to go. So yeah, so that's just my thing about cell phones. And I know that, like, there's an opposite effect going on for people who, you know, have never lived lives without that kind of convenience, where, you know, having a cell phone is an inconvenience. Or not having a cell phone is an inconvenience, but for me it is not. It is the way I prefer to be. And I don't see that changing anytime soon. So yeah, so then right outside of this place, there actually are a couple things we're going to run and grab, and then this video will be over. Now, we're missing stuff, don't get me wrong. I actually think that there's something right on the other side of that train car we were just staring at, and all these other things. But up over here, boom, G&G card, and that's 37, our last one. Because there's one after you do, like, the Townies challenge, which, by the way, in this game, I cannot find the dumb thing. I'm going to have to review my video of the Townies challenge, because it doesn't seem like I got it. And I might have gotten it in the actual fight in the Townies challenge. But then up these stairs here, there's the 37th one. So that's it for my rant about cell phones and my brother calling me and things like that. So you guys, thank you for watching. I do appreciate it. And we'll be back to live commentary next video. You guys take care of yourselves. And bye, everybody.